Hello everyone, this is Resung the Dark Gamer, and welcome back to Katawa Shoujo. Now, last time, we went to art class, the club, and now we're at the cafeteria. We're hungry. Even when I see today's delicacy, fried mystery lumps, my steely resolve doesn't fade. I slip the noodle down without tasting it at all, which is probably for the best. I don't have much homework to do, but what little I have won't get done by itself. So I stroll toward the dormitories. Preparing for the post-homework lull, I knock on Kenji's door. He responds from the other side. Although I can't make out what he said, I try the door, but it's locked. After several seconds, the locks click open and he opens the door. Hi! Hey, could I borrow a book? The library was already closed after I got away from my club meeting. He's squinting even more than usual, and his eyebrows are twitching nervously. Club? That sounds dangerous, man. Indoctrination, groupthink, brainwashing, you name it. High school clubs sow the seeds of conspiracy! Do you know how many secret societies have grown from high school clubs? Watch your back, and don't get too deep in! You might never come back! Okay, Kenji, so can I borrow the book? Yeah, sure, but return them, and don't spoil any of my books. No drinks or food stains, no bodily fluids, capiche? Sure, thanks. I'll make sure not to bleed on them. Instead of letting me in, he retreats from the door, closing it again. A few seconds, he returns with a stack of 3 thick books and hands them over to me. Opening the top one, a familiar emblem stamped on the copyright page greets me. Your books. These are from the school library. They are now mine. You stole these? What are you talking about, man? I've been liberating these from the oppressive feminist movement that controls the library. I need to do that better. What are you talking about, man? I've been liberating these from the oppressive feminist movement that controls the library. You mean Yuko? Please say oppressive feminist movement doesn't mean that poor librarian girl Yuko. She couldn't even oppress a wet towel. Kenji turns away, mumbling something I can't make out, and closes the door behind him. Before going to my room, I enter the bathroom. While washing my hands, my eyes catch my reflection of the mirror above the— oh no. I try to look for the grimace rinse on me, but it's just the usual me inside the mirror that stares back. I attempt to tell myself that this is what I always looked like, but I realized I don't remember what I looked like half a year ago. I should have continued. I wake up all sweaty. Music playing? I wake up all sweaty, as if I'd run a half a marathon in my sleep. Odd. I don't recall sleeping badly. It seems like a little pang of worry through me. I wouldn't want to have my heart acting up without being able to notice it. Still, apart from this odd exhaustion right after waking up, I'm feeling just fine. My mouth is like sandpaper. I have nothing to drink, so I have to go all the way to the bathroom to take my meds. On impulse, I decide to take a shower while I'm at it. While I'm in the shower, I make up my mind that this counts of morning exercise. If I properly compensate with a nice half-hour walk after school, obviously I wouldn't want to risk possible complications by going running now. Besides, Emma will never know, and I think she's giving up on me in any case. Walking could be nice. Anyway, just get to know the area. There's a big forest in the hills behind the school, or I could just go down to the convenience store. Well, meet Lily down there. Also dabbing the moisture off my skin, I set out to find my uniform. Quickly put up my shirt and pull on my pants before going outside. Normally during this time of year, I'd eagerly awaiting summer vacation. Having only been at school for a little over a week, I don't really have that kind of feeling. I'm still savoring the school life, and considering the sharp and awkward turn my life has taken, I haven't had the time to become preoccupied with getting free of it. Besides, once vacation hits, it'll be a nice surprise for me if I'm not expecting it, especially with the end of the term exams looming ahead. At least, I don't have any catching up to do with my studies. My diligence has finally paid off. I push myself past the boys gathering in the doorway and flop onto my seat. From the corner of my eye, I can see Shizune and Misha pause their unavoidably animated conversation and turn almost simultaneously in my direction. They clearly want something from me. I can tell from the way Shizune smiles. It's too obnoxiously bright to be sincere and too calculated to be spontaneous. Good morning! Her greeting is made of 100% cheer and bursting energy. Morning. I failed to put either of those in my response. You don't look very energetic. No wonder. I don't feel very energetic either. I think I didn't sleep well, but I'm not sure. She slaps me in the back and grins. Cheer up! It's a great day! Gashes in his eyes. She has a strange, focused expression on her face. She furrows her brow a little at direct eye contact and looks away. For a moment, I think that Shizune caught a glimpse of my worries, somehow, and is pondering how to respond. But then she quickly straightens her glasses, and with them, her expression. Anyway, we were wondering if you were still interested in the student council position, because we're going to make an offer that you can't decline. Wait, what? I wasn't interested in the first place! You're putting words in my mouth! Not as such, but wouldn't it be nice to hang out with us every day while we also be useful to your school? Well, to tell you the truth, I kinda joined a club, so it's actually be sort of hard for me to join the council too. And if I wanted to, which I don't, as I said. Is that so? Which club is it, Hichan? The art club. Shizune's not happy about that! Shizune's eyes glint in a sinister way as she scowls at me. With the way she looks, I'll be expecting the art club to lose its funding before lunch break. Or the art teacher to mysteriously disappear from the face of the— Jesus Christ! Before she manages to comment, the teacher finally enters the classroom, getting Shizune and Misha off my back, and sending everyone rummaging in their bags full of books and pens. I did join the art club, but the first meeting didn't really boost my confidence. I'm not really sure what I'm doing it for. I wish I could draw like Vin, but I don't know what I would do if I could. To what end would I use such skill? I don't really know. Ignoring the teacher's sleep-inducing voice, I open my textbook to an empty page and press the needle-sharp graphite tip of the pencil onto it. What to draw? Can't really think of anything good to draw. They hesitant and raise my hand. A meek black mark left on the previously blank paper seems aggravating. Can't even seem to get to the starting line, let alone to get started. It's almost a physical feeling of being held back. Annoyingly, it reminds me of my failed attempt at jogging with Emmy. I look out the window in desperation. Right then, small bird takes flight from one of the cherry trees that grow everywhere on the school grounds. Can't really see it clearly. It's not like I could tell one tiny bird from another, but I pick it as my subject anyway. Conjuring up the image of a bird in my mind's eye, I turn my gaze back to the notebook and deliberately draw a thick line across the paper to get started. Seems to be mocking me, as I can't follow up right away. Still, it's a start. Getting started is good. I slowly sketch the picture of the notebook page. On the notebook page. The image in my brain becoming clearer as the drawing takes shape. It's really nothing, just the nameless nothing bird on paper, but that's not important. My hesitation fades into the background along with the teacher's voice as I continue my struggle. The feathers form a simple pattern in my mind, but on paper, it's a mess. It's a mess of way too many rough lines despite my best efforts. I realize I don't really know what a bird's wing should look like, even if I try to think about it. I put the pencil down and close my eyes for a moment, trying to trace the shape of a wing in my mind. Being this serious about it all of a sudden suddenly makes me a little frustrated. Art class in middle school was the easy class, in between exhausting subjects like math or Japanese, because there's this other side of art, the one that you see when you don't just fool around. It almost looks like a completely different thing. Hichan? What? I look up to see the other two girls staring at me. Misha and Shizune has carried the chairs to my desk and are now standing by my sides looking at my drawing. How long have you two been here? I think you need more practice. Shizune draws a few sharp signs in the air between herself and Misha. Shichan agrees. Min said the exact same thing yesterday, but why does it sound less condescending? You shouldn't judge before I'm finished. Besides, don't you know it's bad luck to see an unfinished piece of work? Misha cracks in exuberant laughter. What? Don't be silly. There's no way that could be true. Whatever. Juna's eyebrows furrow dangerously, and the movement of her hands become abrupt, like the slashing of a knife. Oh yeah, we have schoolwork. You should learn to take constructive criticism better. I would if you actually offer some. I know I'm getting too defensive and that Shizune is taking advantage of it, but I can't help it. What are you two doing here anyway? Misha wags her finger admonishingly at my nose. Tisk tisk, Ki-chan. Well, you're not listening to the teacher at all. We have a group assignment. Now! I nod bleakly and let them take the lead. So, what do you think of the lesson for today? Not much of anything. I didn't listen to a word of it. Misha slaps her forehead and shakes her head theoretically. What are we going to do with you, He-chan? Luckily, Shizune and Misha together are more effective than 3 or 4 normal people, so I can mostly slack on the assignment. Try my best to offer at least some assistance, but I end up being mostly useless. Teacher keeps us in class 5 minutes past the lunch bell, but eventually lets us off the hook. I quickly stuff my books into a white bag while Shizune and Misha carry their chairs back to their own seats. Failure of a bird drawing ends up crumbled and stuffed in my pocket as I hurry outside. Is it a failing though? After that morning class and throughout the week, I kept bumping into Vin. Hello. Hello. This is somewhat natural as our classrooms are adjacent. Rather than just cross paths in the hallway like people regularly do, we seem to pause at the sight of each other. We inevitably end up talking a little bit, or just silently hanging out together. I think I'm getting used to being quiet in Vin's company, as it doesn't feel as awkward anymore. I am, by nature, somewhat introverted like her, so we fit together well. I think it's actually an anomaly for someone in the school to be so quiet. Most people here seem to love socializing. We were literally on Hanako's route! She's like the most introverted person here! It's something that I've noticed already, even though I haven't been here very long. People here talk a lot, and they talk all the time. It's a rare case when I see someone sitting alone, just spacing out or whatever. Obviously there are people like that here too, that Hanako girl and myself, just to name 2 from my own class, but overall they are the minority. At any rate, I wouldn't exactly call what Vin and I do socializing either, but it's something at least. These occurrences themselves don't bother me, but the fact that it happens all the time does. I hesitate to say that we are drawn together by something, but we certainly act as if we were. However, this sense of budding friendship is completely wrecked every time Vin opens her mouth. Can I listen to your heartbeat? She says this or something else about as outrageous. I have to fan off whatever nonsense her mind has cooked up during the preceding class of a subject that she is not interested in. Since Vin has taken a shine to my heart condition, as some kind of an extension of her interest in the odd or disabilities that people here have, and the consequences of said affiliations. They stayed in front of her for a second too long, looking as flummoxed as I am. She concludes it is necessary to further clarify her request. I know I can, but I mean, will you let me? Why? Do I need a reason? I'm usually pretty bad with reasons. Not per se, but if you want to do it, you probably do have a reason. That's kinda clever. You are smarter than you look. Oh, so I'd rather you not. I think these things should be private. Private, I get it. I can tell you something though, if it amuses you, I'm pretty sure it will. My heartbeat does sound very weird because of the, condition. And I hear it. All the time. So, you're paranoid. It's not a question, it's a statement. No, I'm not paranoid. The doctor said the abnormal attention to a heartbeat is a common symptom of my condition. So, for you, it's normal to be paranoid. It's not a question either. One could also say that me being like this in the first place isn't normal either, but what the hell. Paranoia fits me fine. I don't think it's something that actually can fit anyone, or anywhere. You know, I ate an orange today, for breakfast. How was it? I'm vaguely proud of myself, managing to keep up with Vin's sudden change of topic. Excellent. I don't remember when I last ate an orange, because it's annoying to peel one. Oh yeah, no hands. It's on the list of things I want to learn properly. How come you ate one then? Amy had some, so she peeled one for me. Good for you! Vin stretches her back and yawns, and she says nothing further. I could go for an orange right now. She throws me a glance from the corner of her eye while she watches people pass by, but I couldn't say why. I realize though, this is the first time I've talked naturally about my condition with anyone. In a way. In a way. A group of boys walk past us to Vin's classroom, but she doesn't pay them any mind. They pay none to her either. My mind wanders off, spurred by the silence. Maybe I should have let her listen to my heart. It's not like it matters. Nothing really matters that much at the end of the day. So I'm feeling depressed for no reason. Again. It's like a tidal wave out of nowhere, falling over my conscience, submerging me underwater. I feel a sigh coming out of my mouth and I turn away from Vin, pretending to read a post on the wall. It's an advertisement for the school festival, promoting an event almost a week past. They should probably take that down. The difference between me and Vin is that I'll be more likely than not dead before turning 30. Well, she can't eat oranges without help. Decide which one of us is worse off. Try to grasp the passing of time, but it seems hard. I'm so used to the rhythm of the hospital, where trivialities such as the day of the week or time of day didn't really matter. Everything was the same, no matter what. Rediscovering the significance of time is an oddly disorienting experience. I find myself enjoying the fact that I can categorize events in this fashion. The relevancy of a ticking clock is surprisingly delightful, and I decided to start wearing an analog wristwatch, something I didn't used to do before. When I finally asked Vin on Thursday about something that's been bothering me for the entire week, it's already lunchtime. Time is somewhere between 11:06 and 11:07, as my watch doesn't have a hand to show seconds. It's the old-fashioned kind of with a black leather strap and titanium casing. Doesn't look flashy, but a wristwatch doesn't need to. I prefer my digital ones myself. Hey, remember that sketch you made of me? How you said I looked grim and gloomy or something? I'd like to know what you meant by that. She gives me a weird look and tilts her head a few degrees to the left, but doesn't say anything for a while. Well, you see, we've known each other for 2 weeks, and I haven't seen you smile even once. I felt like I gave that a bit of a lily tone. We've known each other for 2 weeks, and I haven't seen you smile even once. Her striking observation gives me pause. Have I stopped smiling? I have to take what she says as truth. She has no reason to lie. Something about the way she puts it annoys me. Frown at Vin, then try to correct my expression to look less depressed. I haven't been in the cheeriest of moods during the past few months or so. This is true. Does it show so much that someone like Vin can tell after so little contact with me? Should I try to smile more at Vin? Maybe she could appreciate it, having such a neutral face herself almost all the time. Have I really stopped smiling? I see. Should I smile more? I don't mind either way. Be as you are. You can't help being Hisao anyway. But it bothers you? I just noticed it. That's all. Emmy skips along the hallway, jumps to a sharp stop when she reaches us, and lightly pats Vin's shoulder. Ready for lunch? Depends on what lunch is today. Remember that stew for March? Never again that. Let's go anyway. I'm starving. They're both about to depart. Emmy turns from her friend to me, so we mean as an afterthought and smiles charmingly. By the way, Hisao! Her tone is way too sweet and soft to be sincere. You can sense the trap about to be sprung upon me by this miniature health devil. Oh, she's about to say before she even continues, because I've been trying to avoid her all week. I still haven't seen you at the track this entire week. Maybe I've been there when you haven't? That's impossible. I'm there all the time. But you sleep and go to class. I do those at the same time as you do. Yeah, I know. I just haven't been able to pick myself up. Don't rat me out to the nurse, okay? Learning just isn't my thing, and I haven't come up with a good alternative. Why don't you come to the track meet this weekend? Maybe you'll get inspired. Track meet? Yeah, people from other schools come here for some friendly track and field action. It's on Sunday afternoon. Can't think of any reason not to go. Sure, I'll come and cheer for you. I guess you'll be running? Of course! You'll get to see me beat them all. Say bye now. If I don't get something to eat, I'll die. See you later. Bye, Vin. Promise I'll smile next time. Go after her, as a bit of an afterthought. Afterward, I felt embarrassed by it. Nobody said anything at all. That night, when I doubly certain that Kenji won't be barging in the bathroom, look in the mirror and smile at my reflection. The me in the mirror smiling at the me in the bathroom looks awfully fake. That's all for this time. This is me, the Jug Gamer. I hope you enjoyed the series so far, and hope to see all you guys again next time. See you guys then.